Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and we have had a pretty decent market pullback over the last 24 hours or so. This is, I mean, I've experienced far worse than this, and usually things come roaring back as faster than they pulled back, and so I always use them as buying opportunities because I know what's coming and I know what I own, and so I'm probably going to go in. I hope the prices stay about this because I'm going to probably go in and scoop something up this morning. I haven't decided what yet, but something. Okay, I wanted to, actually when I just said that, I think I know what I'm going to scoop up. All right, I wanted to show you this. I'm in the last 24, 48 hours, I'm starting to see some of these people come out and say what they really think about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is an economic sideshow. All the world's a stage. They've known all along it was never Bitcoin. I fully 100%, I don't just think it, I know it. This is JP Morgan. Forget Bitcoin. FinTech is the real current event story, JP Morgan says. And they say JP Morgan thinks, this is from freaking yesterday, isn't yesterday the 20? Yeah, yesterday. JP Morgan thinks Bitcoin is an economic sideshow, despite the cryptocurrency's monster rally. In other words, they have allowed the rally to go on and somewhat pretended like they were cool with it and that they agreed and all that. And like a lot of these people in traditional finance, I've always felt like the powers that be were going to let Bitcoin run up to a certain price, knowing that it was not what the thing was really about. It's never been about that. It's been about digital assets with utility that are going to change the payment system, the SWIFT system, and all the above. And it's not Bitcoin, never has been. It's not just JP Morgan saying it. Janet Yellen is now coming out. Sounds warning about extremely inefficient Bitcoin. What have I been telling you on this channel? Bitcoin is increasingly cultist and supported by magical thinking, says Barclays Wealth Investment Manager. Magical thinking. In other words, it's by magic it's going to go up when it has no utility because somebody slapped a drop gold marketing campaign on it. That's the problem, folks. So here's from XRP Crypto Wolf. This is Janet Yellen when she's saying it's extremely inefficient. This is Barclays from XRP Crypto Wolf with that article right there saying that it's increasingly cultist and supported by magical thinking. And then XRP Bart sent me the one about JP Morgan. Forget Bitcoin. And then it says it's an economic sideshow. Now, I'm not done proving to you what the deal is. Listen, folks. You can stick your head in the sand all you want and think that Bitcoin is somehow going to change the world's economic system. But these people are telling you, these are the, quote, powers that be, okay? That be. All right? These are the people that decide what's going to happen and what's not going to happen. And anybody who tells you that these people cannot rein in Bitcoin and can't control Bitcoin, they don't know what they're talking about. These people can cut off the on-ramps, exit ramps. They can do anything that they want to rein this thing in. And the people that tell you that they can't, it's just not true. This is I've told you this 1,000 times. The reason I invested in XRP years ago is because I was in my 40s, not 18. And so, yeah, at 18 years old, maybe I would have put my hand in the air and said, yeah, Bitcoin's a revolution, and we're going to change the world, and there's nothing the government can do about it. But at age 40, and when I saw Ripple going to all of the regulators and working with them from the start, I knew what was really going to happen. And it's not just Ripple. There's going to be a few digital asset winners. Bitcoin may be allowed, and I do mean allowed, to win as a store of value and a controlled, remember that word, controlled store of value. But Bill Gates, who is one of the powers that be, whether you love him, hate him, whatever, listen to what he says, because he doesn't just tell you that it's not Bitcoin. He also tells you, without saying the words Ripple or XRP, he also tells you what is involved in changing the world's financial system. Listen.
Tesla could potentially make more money from its Bitcoin investment this year than profits from electric cars in all of 2020. What's your take on that? What's your Bitcoin take, and the fact that the price can just go up or down based on its...
While he's answering this, look at the look on his face. These people know. These are the people that are pulling the strings behind the scenes, and they freaking know, and they've always known.
Tweet from him.
Well, look, Elon has tons of money and he's very sophisticated. So, I don't worry that, his Bitcoin will sort of randomly go up or down. I do think people get bought into these manias who may not have as much money to spare. So I'm not bullish on Bitcoin. And, my general thought would be that, if you have less money than Elon, you should probably watch out.
Now you're about to find out what he does believe.
Why aren't you bullish on Bitcoin?
Look, there are things we invest in society that produce output. Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions. They're not reversible transactions. The Gates Foundation does a lot in terms of digital currency.
Oh, do they?
But those are things where you can see who's making the transaction. So digital money is a good thing. And
he just said that his foundation is working on things. This is how Bill Gates is using cryptocurrency Ripple to fight global poverty. Right? The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation's motto is all lives have equal value. This is when the Gates Foundation partnered with Ripple.
There's a different approach that's local currency and attributed and, deals with all the money laundering and terrorism type regulations.
All the money.
And yet
laundering.
Gives you the very the convenience and the low cost of transaction. And so, our foundation is very proud that in the pandemic, a lot of the countries we funded to do this were able to get money out to their citizens very, very efficiently. So that's something that it's not got the visibility of Bitcoin, but the move towards digital money that we're very engaged in is a super positive thing that eventually will get to even the poorest countries.
What he just described is what both XRP and XLM have been being used for. All right, XRP Crypto Wolf, who has been knocking it out of the park this morning. Ripple GM of RippleNet said, we anticipate a path forward to resume XRP-powered ODL with MoneyGram. Regardless, we have 24 plus other ODL customers in various stages of production in and outside the U.S. New customers to be announced soon. Bank XRP, and this is a big one, Biden SEC nominee Gary Gensler set for March 2nd confirmation hearing. Here he comes. All right, Riz XRP sent me this. I don't know. I haven't really looked into this further, but I thought it was an interesting tweet, so I thought I would show you. Utility cannot provide the liquidity necessary to move the world's money using XRP, but specific commodities and real-world value pegged to it would bring stability and help to remove speculation and volatility from the economy. And he's showing these two articles. Crypto company Ripple registers entity in Wyoming. New Wyoming legal tender law recognizes gold and silver as money. Okay. Just because this was so great, I want to show it to you again. This is Jeremy Hogan. That's right, isn't it? Let me make sure. Jeremy Hogan, this is his clip that I liked from his reflections on the SEC hearing yesterday.
Apparently, what Ripple found out was that as recently as 2019, the SEC was approached by a large crypto exchange, or maybe exchanges, and asked, hey SEC, can we sell XRP? Is it a security? So we can't sell it. Please let us know. And the SEC did not tell them, no, it is a security, you cannot sell it. Listen to that one more time. An unnamed exchange went to the SEC and said, we are allowing trading of XRP right now on our platform. Is that okay? And the securities regulatory body of the United States did not tell them no. And then a year later, they sued Ripple saying that XRP is a security. Wow. Now that is a big problem for the SEC, and I don't know how they get around that, because what changed between 2019 and December 2020 when the lawsuit was filed? Did XRP become a security during that year? No. If anything, it became more like a currency and less like a security as time went on. Now, that little piece of information was found during initial pretrial discovery by Ripple, and it is huge.
Huge. I agree. Now, today, Rob Licker sent me this. Bitfinex Tether settled with New York's Attorney General for $18.5 million. So Tether, it looks like, has gotten a pass. Crypto firms Bitfinex and Tether have settled the office over a case that began about 2 years ago. Bitfinex and Tether admit no wrongdoing and have agreed to pay $18.5 million as a part of a settlement. So that is pretty interesting. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe. Hit the like button and tell your friends and family that Tether is off the hook based on what I see here. I haven't looked any further into this yet, but it looks like they've gotten off the hook.